Now let's write a program which is slightly different from the previous problem. Remember, our previous problem was write a program to check whether a number is a prime number or not. Yes. Now here what we have to do is write a program to list the prime numbers up to a given number. Right. So that's the objective. Now since we already have written this function to check, let's copy paste it. So we have the function to check whether a number is a prime number or not. And now let's define main and let's accept a number n print, no, not print, n is equal to int input enter a number. Now while instead of while we can use for loop for I in a range 1 to n plus 1, and we say print I has to be a formatted output I, and this should be printed only if it is a prime number. If is prime I, so either it will return true or false. If it is true, it will go inside the if condition. So let's put a comma here. Now let's call this function main. So let's run this and see. Let's say up to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And the problem is I don't want it to be printed on different lines. So what I'll do is this another parameter to the print function is the end is equal to, by default it is next line, that is backslash n. So we override that and say end of line is nil, null, basically nothing. So now let's see, let's not have these two spaces. Now let's run this and see what happens. 10. So 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. Let's give a larger number up to 1000. So these are the prime numbers up to 1000. It goes up to 997, 991, 983, 977. Now we might also be interested in knowing how many such prime numbers are there. So number of primes is equal to 0. And here inside the loop, we will say number of primes plus equal to 1. And once we come out of the loop, we will print. Remember, we are still on the same line. So we will take it to the next line by typing backslash n. And then we will say number of prime numbers less than n. So that has to be, okay, so this has to be formatted. Okay, is number of primes. Now let's see what happens. Let's say 1000. Number of prime numbers less than 1000 is 169. Let's say 10. Number of prime numbers less than 10 is 5. So 3 plus 2, 5. Let's say 100. Number of prime numbers less than 100 is 26. Now a small exercise for you. How do I avoid printing this last comma? Because that is the end of the list of prime numbers. That's it. Bye.